That may be an E flat. Maybe a
Friday, 5:27 in this dystopian hellscape that we find ourselves in.
or Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And just go there. It's like, hey, Happy Friday. Everything sucks. Cool. So you want to have a good rest of your day? Probably not.
This is the Sweet Lies Podcast.
Yes, this is episode we don't even know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
Yay. I think we're at like 12.
We've 25 on Buzzsprout.
Dude, I honestly don't care.
Which means we've probably hit closer to 30.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We
because
got-
a few of them just didn't make it.
Yeah. And then there's a couple on purposely didn't make it.
Yeah, that as well. Anyways, you can find us at Sweet Lies Network on YouTube. You can find us at Sweet Lies Podcast on Buzzsprout.
And you can find
The
me in my
link-
chair.
The link to the Buzzsprout is in the YouTube channel on the last episode.
All right. Hey, so
previous
you're
to
ready?
this one.
So you want to try this out? All right. We
We have a special beer for
St.
whatever this-
Bernardieu's,
yeah.
ABT 12, whatever that means. It's a Belgian wonton shamalama bing bongs or whatever.
It's a lovely dark ale.
And we got chilled little glasses. We're going to do this right and proper and fancy. Here.
We're
cheers,
sipping it all fancy like
Mm-hmm.
in little chalices.
Ooh, that's tasty.
It's not bad.
Yep.
It's very very pungent ale.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel old fashioned.
Dude, I love a good old fashioned.
Yeah, when made right by the right bartender.
There's a place. It's like a speakeasy kind of bar thing. Okay, you know where? You remember Houston Street Bar, right?
April 27, 2022. Sorry.
Yeah.
Houston Street Bar.
Yeah. So right
Yes, I
next to it,
remember
there's a place. I don't know the name of it, but there's a bar right next to it. It just looks like maybe it's called the library.
Yeah.
No, it's not the library. Either way, they got books and shit. Whatever, you go in there, they make a fucking hell of an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yep, they make a good one, and
It's the
Capital
bartender.
Grille.
It's always the bartender.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's one of those drinks where it's contingent upon the skills of the bartender.
it's the only time whenever they start doing their fancy little woo kind of weird shit where I'm like, I'm okay with this. But whenever they start doing it for other shit, I'm like, you know what? Why don't you keep it in your pants? Go over there.
right.
It's like, I don't need to see that. Just fucking throwing your dick all over the place. It's like, I understand you're talented, but, just chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like, here, let me just get this little peel and season it up with, like, something stupid, and then I'm going to, do the thing where you're mixing it up like you're fucking, like a warlock in 1200s or some shit. With the little potions of like, oh, let me mix this up and a little coriander or I don't know. I don't know the fancy shit, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Well,
What is that? What is that thing where they put the spices and they use a little hammer thing?
It's
in the bowl.
They muddle
Like a mallet.
You muddle the
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah, they muddle something.
It's dumb.
It's the bitters. They rub the orange on the rim.
That I understand because it gives it that little
Twist
hint,
of citrus.
that little hint of success.
Yes.
So the little taste of success.
And then you muddle the bitters.
Is that what it's called? Is it muddling?
It's bitters, simple syrup, sometimes sugar, a cherry, and yeah.
I mean,
It's the right blend of the bitters and the simple syrup that
I like a good Shirley
depends.
Temple as well.
yeah.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
It was my drink of choice ever since I was like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I got started on strawberry daiquiris.
no, my
pina coladas, non-alcoholic pina coladas when I was on a cruise ship once.
my mom took me to Red Lobster, and I don't like fish at all. But you know this.
Yes.
And
You try them though. You try it once a year.
yeah, I still try it once a year. But no, and I got, I tried it a couple weeks ago. Anyway, there's nothing there that I want except the cheddar biscuits, obviously, because it's the best thing they have there.
Yeah.
But, unless you like seafood, then they probably got other things that you can explore the menu on. But anyways, I had a Shirley Temple there for the first time, and I will still get it, and I am not embarrassed at all. I was like, I would like a Shirley Temple, please.
Yeah.
And you can go put that right in front of me, and I don't give a fuck what these people are looking at. Fuck you guys. I'm going to enjoy my life.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Okay.
That was a bit of a diatribe on drinks.
Well, I mean, we're sipping fancy drinks.
Yeah.
We're having ourselves a conversation, having ourselves a good time. It's a good, beautiful Friday without all the doom and gloom.
Yeah.
'cause
The
Unfortunately,
weather's nice. It's like it
Dude,
switched back to spring.
Honestly, yes. And the way that it felt like earlier this week, it reminds me a lot of being in Maine every day. Like,
Really?
it's like waking up and it's in like the 60s and 70s and it's just beautiful, but it's at there like the hottest part of the day. It's great.
Yeah.
And it just feels good. That's why I can't wait to go. Kid's excited. She graduated pre-K.
Yeah,
Hey,
congratulations.
yeah, she didn't do anything, but
Yeah. She just showed up.
yeah, it's like you were just here and you did,
just showed
and
up.
you're not an idiot. Like, I mean, good enough. Hi.
Oh.
Okay, here's a clap. Get back to work. Just kidding.
Good game. Yeah.
No, all these parents are like bringing gifts for them and flowers and all this. Like, okay, they didn't win anything. All right, they just didn't fail.
They just participated.
They just didn't fail.
Right.
That's all you did. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, they worked hard because as they should. But you did what you were supposed to do. Hey, do I get a high five every day I come home from work? I was supposed to do that. It's fine.
You did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Gold star for the day.
Yeah. It's like, were you excellent or were you middle of the road? They're all pretty much middle of the road. One person won a principal's award. Good for you.
What does
For-
that entail?
For just, all around great student.
In
And I love my
kindergarten?
kid. I love her to death. She's the best kid on the planet. She's a fucking smart ass.
Yeah.
You're not winning any awards of like the kindness award over there for that. It's like because she just kind of does her own thing and she's kind of good with herself. She's got a lot of confidence. That one.
That's your daughter.
That's my daughter. She's got a lot of confidence and she's just like, oh, okay, well, you'll be fine. Like you don't need help. Bye. I'm gonna go play with these toys. See ya. But no, she just kind of goes her own way, and that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm striving for.
Yeah.
I want you to make, within reason, like here are your choices. These are the shit you have to do. But these things, I'm not making you do it. Like so, you have these choices. You pick what you want to do, and we're gonna go do that. All right. And I just want to see what kind of kid she's gonna be.
Right.
That's what because there's so many people out there that can't think for themselves. That will just read whatever and just like that's true. Just blind like Ronald Reagan. He just anytime somebody would tell him something, he just went, yeah, that's right. That's cool.
That sounds right.
It's like
that sounds right.
yeah. It's like all right, well we're gonna run with that. Let's make a policy. It's like hold on, what? Really? I was kidding. Oh shit. I shouldn't have told him that. Yeah, but I mean, I think after he got shot, I think his brain function just kind of went
Trauma.
Yeah.
Broke him.
And he's just like, all right. Turns out.
And Hinckley about to get out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
that? Milestones.
Hey, congratulations. Hey, everybody's winning. All right.
Everybody's winning.
2022. Fucking getting after it.
Killing it, man.
I like it.
Wow. All right. So
some bad shit happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should we talk about it? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like
Everybody's talking about it.
okay, we'll make it quick.
We'll just glaze over it.
Okay, first off,
I'll
obviously,
I'll let you have this one.
no, I mean, honestly, I don't want it. I don't
right.
want it.
I'm not
because
solid. I'm not solid on my position about anything. So yeah, it's a horrible thing. I mean, I'm solid on like where I am with gun stuff. Like I'm pretty well still aligned with the Constitution there because personally, I don't think it's not the gun. The gun's just a tool.
True.
If you the way.
But I think people's option, like their concern, is the ease of access to it.
ease of access, he bought it legally.
Yeah.
He went through the whole process, criminal background check. He didn't have a criminal background. Guess what?
Well, and that was one thing that I brought up before is, what happens when, okay, you're probably the only person, I've talked to 3 people and I've used this reference and nobody gets it. You're probably the only one who will understand it. Like falling down. What if you have a falling down situation?
Yeah, going postal. That's what we used to call
Look at that. I didn't even have to explain it. Oh, my God. Oh, Oh, I talked to the
I
wrong
mean,
people.
that Soundgarden song called Mailman.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that's about.
No, I know. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's so nice that I didn't have to spend 10 minutes explaining this movie and like what happened. It's just like, oh yeah, exactly. And I'm like, oh great,
Yeah,
cool.
just
Oh my God, I
got
need to
pushed
talk.
to the breaking point. But
I need to talk to different people.
this
Fuck.
young man who we're not gonna name, but
Yeah.
this young man he fits the same bill as most of them. You know, they're loners, they're isolated, they've never.
From what I heard, that he was saying stuff about it.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
There were plenty of red flags that nobody picked up on, just like all the others.
And like, hold on, as a teacher, because apparently he was mutilating himself beforehand or cutting himself.
He showed up to school with like cuts on his face.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, anybody want to say something? Hey, hey, what the fuck you doing?
Somebody want to express some concern?
Welfare check, maybe?
Maybe they did, and then just whoever it got to didn't either do their job or
somebody fucked up. Somebody like fucking just kind of let go of that bag.
According to all the multiple stories that I've heard, like
that's the thing is that when it comes to all this shit,
I was gonna say you could have it, but I guess I can't help myself. So.
No. I mean, I'm not. I really don't want to dive too deep into this. Only thing one thing that I want to get.
Nothing else to dive deep into because it fits the other ones. You know, it's just like whatever.
Well, the thing is that I was shown a statistic yesterday.
Yeah.
That we have to date 280 around there school shootings.
That's the figure I heard as well. But
yeah, and they said they look at all the other countries and the closest one is Mexico with 8.
I've also heard people coming up with plenty of rebuttals and numbers to refute that.
True. That's why I'm bringing it up because I didn't refute it. I didn't have time to look
at the hard data.
I'm probably not gonna.
Yeah,
honestly, but I'm just saying like, and then they brought this up. It's like, oh well, Mexico had 8, and 2 of them, one was just holding a gun and it went off, and the other and they just shot their own finger off. They're counting that as a school shooting, and I'm like, I feel like first of all, it's hard to like let's not bring up Mexico.
But the percentage of shooting deaths or like suicide's number 1.
Yeah,
and that we have spiked in like
because
that's been spiking since social media, since COVID, since pick your
like social media has exacerbated people's like mental issues.
It amplifies everything. It's the brain. It's just like something else. It's like people that it's like it exacerbates it and it amplifies it at the same time.
Yeah,
you know
so exemplifies.
It
exemplifies.
Yeah. Fucking buzzwords. We are the Columbine generation.
Yeah.
That was us.
I remember.
We were
That was, what, 99?
That ushered in the new century.
Yay. I remember in Maine, I was at
God. Sorry for laughing, but it's dark stuff, folks. That's what we do.
No, I was in Maine, and I remember it wasn't the Sandy Hook thing. It was a guy went to like one of those Pennsylvania Dutch, like the Amish people.
Oh yeah.
And went through and just started slaying people.
Mowing down Amish.
And this is like 2007. It's like, dude. It's like, what the? Why? Why would you go mess with them? They're doing their own thing.
Was he Amish and just having a bad rum springer?
It was probably the worst one ever. I mean, shit, dude. How bad was it? Did you not get laid? Like, you can stay on Rum Spring as long as you want.
Right?
Yeah. I was like, keep trying. I don't know, man. It sucks because like this shit happens and then, everybody does this.
I'm starting to get
both sides do this.
Okay.
They start yelling and pointing fingers.
Yep.
And it pisses me off because it's like, well, this one, because of you, blah blah blah. Oh, because of you. Okay. Well, also,
I have a thought that maybe I'm not going on a limb here. I don't think, but it's like a lot of this shit starts to coincide right around election season. Whenever you noticed,
yeah.
You notice that once the election cycle begins, that's when the fucking
shit starts going crazy.
That sound like a fucking tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, which
fuck it.
I very well may be.
You know what? I'm in. Hey, we got our 2 backwards hats. Let's just put them in tinfoil and just figure it out.
If we ever get merch, if enough of you bastards listen to us, we'll have our own tinfoil backwards, or we'll have our own fitted baseball cap tinfoil hats.
Yeah,
but they'll be They'll probably
But
be
that
expensive as
is
shit.
interesting because okay, so I keep hearing the same narrative over and over, right?
Yeah,
And it's every time
it's
you
the same routine.
yeah, it's the same thing, and each side points at whatever, and then everyone jumps on social media and puts on. We really need to talk about like first of all, you're going to talk about it for a day, 2 days, 3 days, forget it, and then something else happens, and then you move on, and then that doesn't change the fact that those parents are still going to grieve for the rest of their lives. They're never going to get to hold their kids again, and that pisses me off because not only that, I heard like the same shit is people they just stood there and they let it happen. It's not the fact that he did it. That's one thing. That's a whole nother category. Like you can talk about him having ease of access to guns, but if he's walking in
and nobody's doing anything,
and if he's
and the door
people,
was left open
and people
unlocked,
and people watch
the door was propped open.
Cops watched them walk in. Is that true? That's what I keep hearing, and I honestly hope that's
I'm
not
waiting
true.
I'm waiting for the formal. I'm waiting for it all to come out.
Yeah.
Really. I'm waiting for it to settle. But I don't know the way things are nowadays. It's
That's
just
the thing is that nobody does that shit either. That's what I hate about the news. Is like they don't. Here, you know what?
It's just
This
move
is what
on.
happened. These are the details.
Yeah.
No guessing. I don't want to hear no fucking guessing. I don't want to what you think about this part or what was going through his head. You don't fucking know.
End of story. Moving on to the next fucked up thing.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm gonna spend 2 days straight giving you my absolute opinion, even though there's no facts out. Like it's not definitive, and you're just guessing at all the situation. And now I have to hear you go. Oh, well, okay. Well, I guess. All right. Well, so next thing, it's like, hold on, no, fuck that. You fucked all that up. What happened?
And here's the ironic. This has been brought to my attention,
Mhm.
but it's the funny thing is this last week they were protesting for the right to kill children, and now they're that same side of the political aisle is now protesting to protect the children because they're straight up wanting the right to kill babies at 9 months. Like
Hold on, whoa,
have abortions. Yeah.
Calm the living fuck down. What? 9 months?
Yeah.
That's a baby. That's a full baby.
Yeah. No, like
That's a full bag. That's a full belly.
yeah, the proponents of they're not even like
Okay.
I mean, the extreme sides, but unfortunately that is most of that base now
I
because
did
everybody who's moderate has now
I was waiting for Josh to have this
Shifted.
conversation with you because I know he has this thing. No, but hold
Yeah.
on. But this is. But I do want to get the facts. Just facts. No bullshit.
they were
No guessing. Just okay. So the Roe versus Wade, like the shit that's happening, because I keep trying to look into it and then I forget. But okay, so what exactly are they saying that they want? Not guessing, but on paper, this is what we want. You know?
well
I'm not being shady.
they're strong. I mean, the legislation got struck down pretty quick,
Mhm.
but it was for any reason for at any stage. I mean,
Any stage.
for any reason to
Okay.
kill the child. Like the people that were testifying before Congress that were affiliated with Planned Parenthood, they were like, "It's a woman's right to choose at any,
Okay.
full autonomy.
One.
It's not a person until it's born."
I think only women should be actually deciding this. No, I'm not saying. No, just because
I don't agree, but that's fine.
I'm saying the reason I say that is because if you're going to make legislation about me being a dude, I don't think you fucking have a say. You don't have a dick. You don't know what it's like to have these hormones, so you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
If you're a guy, let me hear what you have to say. That's why whenever they start talking about these things and I don't really look into them, I can't have a baby.
Yeah.
Like I can't make one. I can give you one little squirt. I give a little squirt and that makes babies, but I mean like I can't cook them. So I don't know. That's why I don't really have much of an opinion, but okay.
But at the same time, bro, in response to that, the majority of people on the pro-life side of things are women. Women that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should be
mothers.
having the fight. Let them do it.
Right. But I mean, we don't. In a perfect world, I guess it would work that way.
I just think for that specific
But here
issue,
we are tossing it back and forth.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
like-
we're just discussing. We're not making policy.
Personally, I'm going to stay out of it because my hard stance on it politically and other is let it be a state's issue. You let the people within the state decide, which is what the overturning of Roe v. Wade would do. It would give it back to states' rights because the the language
and
on
basically
the
say, hey, you're adults. We'll let you make your own
but
choices.
it's a decentralized. It's a decentralized dilemma, and it should be that way because it's one of those things. Okay, if California wants to allow, God, God help us, if California wants to allow abortion all the way up into and past 9 months to the point where the child is well past viability, and you could
So you
literally
mean like murder?
yeah,
then?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
If they want to do that, you know what? If the majority in the state want to do that, that's what what the Constitution says they can do.
But I mean, what's the limit? I mean, as soon as you pop it out and say, you know what, I don't want to be a mom anymore.
That's why a lot of people are saying this is the issue, and it's funny because it's a human rights issue that will probably lead us to the bad thing.
What's the bad thing?
The boog. Because it's over a similar issue like slavery.
Oh, come on.
Personhood. I mean, I'm not. This is not my idea.
No. I'm just like, really?
I mean, but when you look at it, we're right back where we were back in 1860s.
How?
Well,
we're not.
We got a feckless leader.
You're talking about Lincoln?
we got a hard polarization of political ideologies. It's not going to be split like perfectly across lines
you're
now.
You're talking about another civil war.
That's what I mean by the boog.
Oh.
Yeah. It's on everybody's mind apparently.
Is it?
And I imagine, I
wouldn't think about it.
I thought it was probably going to come from the conservative right. Just as in a situation where the right decides to hold its ground and the federal government oversteps its bounds, but no, I get the sense that once that Supreme Court decision pops on down, first it's peaceful divorce, but then eventually things go to...
Okay, let's do this. Okay, because...
I don't know what it's going to look like.
Well, no.
I don't think it's going to be like it
let's
was.
just say for...
Argument's sake.
Argument's sake.
Or hypothetical.
Let's go live in this world for a minute. Let's say you're... Okay, so let's say they do it to the states. They give it to the states. So who decides? Governors?
Yeah. Well, actually, state legislatures.
Okay, let's say that you're a state legislature. It comes to you.
It's the disseminated governance, which matches the federal government, but it's per state, and there are already states that have what's referred to as trigger laws. As soon as the overturning
that sounds
happens.
racist, but okay.
Fair enough.
No. What? Okay, let's say that the power falls to you, right? They said you get to make the choice. You're the head fucking person.
It doesn't fall on one person.
No shit, but I'm just saying. Let's just say that it does, and you're the guy. Like you're doing all your political shit. You're like fucking.
Like if you have the veto
go America.
Power,
like
if you have the veto power, or
yes.
if you're the deciding vote.
Yeah. Let's just say you are the deciding vote. It's fit like everything's right down the middle, and you're the last one. You get to yay or nay it. Or not just that. So they say we will approve abortions, but you have to pick when it's long. Like how long?
Oh, set the limits.
Set the limit. What is your limit?
If I have to be that guy.
If you have to be that guy.
Not that I would be that guy, but
of course, this is hypothetical.
Hypothetically,
we're about to go drink mermaid and fucking unicorn beer here in a second. So yeah.
Oh, is it pretty stout?
No, it's a blonde.
Okay, groovy. It's like because this is
stout.
This stuff's pretty potent.
Yeah, it is. It's delicious.
It is. I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy.
I know. Okay, so they said, okay, you got to choose it. You have to. Whatever you say goes. If
I'm that guy,
yeah, it's like they're gonna get.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna abortion's going to be legalized.
They are going to be legalized, but you have
to set the life limit.
Yes.
In the neighborhood of prior to viability outside the womb.
So how long is that?
Well, as technology gets better, like you can. I was born 6.5 weeks premature.
I was right on the money.
Yeah, I was I was born by cesarean, 6.5 weeks premature.
No, I think I was a little late.
If I got to be that guy to make that decision,
And Alyssa, right on the buzzer. They said it's going to be exactly on this date, and she just showed up. Hey, I just came to party. What's up, bro?
Just nice and neat. Well, okay. Speaking hypothetically, not that this would be my
but
actual decision in a moral place. No,
but we're going ethically. Like, hey, you need to pick an ethical time. No, ethical, not moral, because it's different. I guess that would technically be more
I mean, it is a
morality.
moral. It's not just ethical. It's moral, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's like no matter which way you shake a stick at it, it's a definitive moral issue.
It is.
If
But
if there was no getting around it,
yeah, they say you have to pick you have to pick how many weeks, how many months.
I don't know. I'm of the what's our Texas heartbeat bill? What's that? I thought it was
6 weeks, I think.
6 weeks.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess that's where I fall if I got to make that call.
Okay. Which is understandable.
Yeah,
But for me, I think
but past
I would
that,
go,
you're pushing it. It's like
I would go 8.
8.
The only reason I would say that is because by the time you miss a period, you know, think you're maybe late. You're already sitting right at 6 weeks.
Right.
And I think that you should have time to weigh that decision. So I would give it 8 weeks, no more. That's me personally.
But at the same time,
The thing is, like, you
that's
find out and you're like, hey, I'm 8 weeks pregnant. I didn't even know I was pregnant.
actual stance. I'm pretty.
No,
I'm full blown pro life though.
so am I. Yeah.
It's just like
I think it's like, hey, you made that choice.
yeah,
No, because you know what? Let's not get into
but
that. 'Cause
there's
too many
other
fucking
ways. There's other ways to. I mean, it's
Yeah, that's bullshit. Because
yeah. At what point, it's like it's not a. There were bigger things than than our careers. And
there are
these-
other worlds.
There are.
than
Yeah. There was a time when I don't know. Yeah.
these. Yeah. Well, I mean,
that discussion's for another day. But yeah.
it is. It is because I'm still feeling in a festive mood, even though we've talked about murdering children for the last 20 minutes, and that's not fun. But
Oh God.
yeah. So yeah,
It's a dark place.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be depressed again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry alone in the shower. Okay. No. Like I was thinking about it, like with this whole Roe versus Wade. Their whatever fight argument thing that they're doing. I don't know the ins and outs, and I was just curious what they actually said, factual, what they want. The people trying to overturn it and the ones that are trying to keep it.
I mean, the overturning just means it just goes back to the states.
Yeah.
For each state to decide based on the will of the majority.
Yeah. And honestly, right there,
And let that
I
be
think it
so.
should go to the states specifically because it goes back to, I bet people start voting a lot more now in their state.
You had record turnout
Mhm.
in this past primary, especially in Georgia.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
oh man,
it's like, hey,
oh man.
they go back to the state. They put all these in the state, and they're like, hey, you're gonna figure out your fucking selves.
And
And
it's not just a record turnout of people voting; it's a record turnout of people shifting.
Oh yeah, they're going blue. Bring back blue.
No, they're going red.
I know.
Red states are going redder. It is. It's not. It's going to be historic.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I mean it's not like I'm
Hard to tell from where we're sitting because people could screw things
What,
up.
you're on a red couch? That's maroon.
People could screw it up. It's burgundy.
Sure.
People could certain people in certain places can screw things up. But for all intents and purposes, it's looking like it's just going to be kind of handed to the old red party.
Oh,
GOP.
communist! Yay!
GOP. I mean, sorry, American Red Party. GOP.
We had one of those too.
Yeah,
The
we did.
CPUSA.
I'm referring to the Republican Party and the
Mhm.
political factions. But yeah,
You mean the fascists?
the what?
The fascists. The Red Party.
Aren't they the Red Party? I'm getting so confused.
I'm just kidding. Hold on. So
This beer's strong.
no, it is good. No, I was gonna say, what were Nazis? Were they left or right?
Well, the National German Workers' Party.
So that's right.
Was a socialist party.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Technically, it was left.
Was it?
It's like it's weird. As extreme, the further extreme you go, it's kind of like you end up in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Like shitting in a circle.
You go right, you go right hardcore. You end up at fascism. You go left hardcore. You end up at fascism. You end up into two different paths to the same horrible place.
I mean, it's not fun.
No, I mean that's why balance is required, and that's why the founders set it up the way it did because they knew. They just knew. It's like they thought of every scenario, and they were like they thought of every scenario. They realized they were founding a nation.
How long did it take them to come up with a constitution?
It took them 10 years.
Obviously, so they did. It's like, man, if
70,
they just
1876 is when that constitution was ratified by all states and accepted by the federal government.
1786.
1876.
So 100 years.
No, sorry. This beer. Anyways, no, it's 1776, and then it was 1786. Sorry.
I thought it was 87. Doesn't matter. 10 years.
Doesn't matter. Close enough.
Yeah. So
10 years.
Yeah, 'cause you're like 1870. Like, no, your math sucks.
Well, it took them that long to get rid of slavery. Yeah.
I mean, it took a couple hundred years.
I mean, we fought a war over it.
I mean, but did we start it? Did we start slavery?
No.
No.
It's
So why are we getting blamed for it? Like we're the only ones who did it.
because that benefits
By
that
we,
just,
I mean,
that
Americans.
benefits X political party. You just put your thing in.
Yeah, but
And
I
it's
mean,
a virtue signaling fucking cause. It's an easy platform to stir up.
it's so crazy. It's like, hey, you know,
It's
we
the
should get
perfect
all
wedge.
this. Like, hey, let's, you know, slavery. You know, you Americans, y'all had. Yeah, did we start it? I mean, were we the first ones like, you know what? Fuck those people. You're not people anymore. And we didn't do that shit.
Oh.
I mean, not only that, how'd we get them here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Go blame the fucking Dutch.
There you go. Or the Spanish.
Yeah. Or the Spanish. And not only that, we could sit there and say, hey, man, I love slaves, but we don't have any.
Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah. Those fucking
I
bastards.
mean, and if you really want to get technical, it was tribes selling their own.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that. That's another thing. It's like, hey,
selling
man,
their
if
own
you liked
their own prisoners into slavery.
if you liked your people, why would you sell them?
And if you want to get even more technical, you want to go back biblical times, Sumerian Egyptians.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jews were enslaved for,
You know.
a millennia.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Close to it.
I just don't understand. It's like I didn't say it was right, but
and,
why,
but
I don't know why you're
coincidentally the Jews are have always been
the most persecuted people ever.
ever.
I mean, seriously,
ever,
talk
still to this day.
I mean, talk about just can't get shit right. It's like, dude,
Can't get out from under that stuff.
it's like, man, stop picking on me. This sucks.
There you go.
It's like I was just over here minding my own business, and now I'm a slave. Oh, that sucks. No, well, at least we're out of slavery. Oh, they're gonna try to kill all of us. The fuck, man? Leave me alone. I don't want to do this shit. And in America, then they're getting blamed. Like the Jews are getting blamed for World War II.
So I was reading through the Bible, and
Like, no, seriously, they had a big thing. Like,
I was reading
there's
through
so many like anti-Semitic people here. They were pissed off because we went to go stop a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And all of their bullshit, and they're just blaming the Jews. Like, oh, it's your fault for what?
I don't know if we'll.
It's like, oh yeah, how'd you like killing Christ?
I don't know if we'll bring this discussion into it, but there's also a certain person that established a certain ideology that also happened to be from said race of people.
Mhm.
That also like
Langston Hughes.
he was mentioned as well in
Yes,
that
he
book.
was.
I looked back over it. I was like,
Mhm.
holy shit!
Yeah,
The
he
Harlem Renaissance and all that
yeah
stuff.
he liked the CPUSA.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That-
You never thought.
Well,
you
that
would hear
equity, that dream of equity is seductive.
It is, and it's
especially
impossible.
especially for people who are compassionate individuals. That's the seduction of it, though. I mean, this is the heart of it. It's
So
like-
anyway, who is that said person that you were talking
I'm
about?
talking about Karl Marx.
Oh yeah,
He was a Jew.
Yeah.
And he hated Jews.
so was Hitler. He was half Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he thought everybody
Talk
should
about
be
eternal conflict.
dude. He wanted to be. He thought like the perfect race is white with blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm like, dude, you're none of those things. Like, it's like you should kill yourself. Why don't you start there? Why don't you shoot yourself? Which he took cyanide, right?
It's I guess I don't remember.
I know he-
I've heard different stories that he shot himself.
I
took
heard that he.
cyanide. Either way, he was strung out on meth.
Yeah.
Like all of Germany.
What do you think? What do
All
you
of
think?
Germany was strung out on meth. Like you
Why-
took meth to be a good countryman.
That's what Blitzkrieg was. Let's take meth and go fucking stay up for 3 days straight.
Let's march for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, you're all strung out, and they started giving them a batch of heroin and cocaine to take the edge off.
Yeah, that's the way it works. It's like, hey man, I'm a little hungover. Try meth.
Hey, we
Fuck
got
it.
the solution. Yeah, yeah. All you need is the sleep.
Oh, okay. You know what? Here, this is what we need. Okay, so I'm a little strung out on cocaine and meth. So how about some PCP to kind of take the edge off? It's like, whoa, what? You're gonna do what? You know what? Why don't you fucking put some fentanyl, like sprinkle that shit on your cupcakes and go have a good day? Like fucking shit.
They talk about a whole country that didn't sleep for 3 years.
I know, but again, the initial onslaught, the blitzkrieg from fucking Poland outward.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's why they took shit over so fast.
It was a war of momentum,
Dude.
In the beginning,
it's hard to outrun a fucking meth head. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, especially when they're in the beginning stages of their,
Yeah, it's like holy shit.
They got all the best ideas. They got all the best.
They got all the best ideas, and
they
they're all
want to do
juggernauts.
them all at once.
And they're juggernauts. They're the fucking juggernauts. Just I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah. It's like that's what they gave to kamikaze pilots.
Yeah,
it's like, you ever watched The Salton Sea?
Yes, I did.
Where it was like,
here you go.
A big giant aircraft carrier is a small inconvenience if you got enough meth in you.
I mean, fuck it. Let's go. It's like, hey, by the way, let's go and never come back.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Hey, all right, let's take some meth and have a one-way ticket into that fucking into that bus. Right. Or I mean, boat.
I'll take it. I'll just take it straight in the face. No problem. I got this.
And he did. He had it.
Sure did.
All the way to the last second.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know, Ben. So my next book.
Commitment, people.
Next book.
That's what it takes to make things
I'm
happen.
trying to figure out if I want to get into before I do Jack Carr. I don't know if I want to depress myself anymore.
The war fiction is almost a nice
It's a nice break.
It's a nice break away from the chaos
of
modern
But
life.
it's a good story.
Yeah,
like the
He's
saga.
a good storyteller.
Yes, he is.
He writes good characters.
He does. He's got very good character development.
You being you're a good fiction reader, but from Jack Carr kind of being the perfect author for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who else in military fiction would you say? I don't know if you've ever gotten into that. My dad has a few I could probably throw out, but
okay, well,
I've never read that. So
okay, military fiction.
Yeah.
Military fiction. There's some good nonfiction like that. Dakota Meyer book's good.
No, I'm straight fiction storyteller.
Yeah, I know.
Good storytellers. Unless you could find a good nonfiction.
I don't know. Who do you got? What names you got?
Well, my old man, he's read these books.
John Grisham?
No, that's not military fiction.
Well,
is it?
No. Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy.
Have you read any Tom Clancy?
A lot. Yeah.
Okay, so you would. He was kind of the torch carrier.
That's what I'm saying. He reminds me a lot of Tom Clancy.
Fair enough. Okay. He probably read a lot.
He probably did.
That's probably what formed his foundation.
Either way, I mean, he's great.
Yeah,
but, it rings.
Okay.
It rings kind of the same bell.
My old man's read a lot of Tom Clancy. The other one is W.E.B. Griffin.
I've heard.
I don't know.
And then
Herman Wouk, the guy that wrote Winds of War.
Don't know that one.
That one's about World War II.
But that's not it's not military fiction.
It is military fiction.
Oh, so they just made some shit up about World War II?
It's told from the perspective of a family. They made a big, long series about it. Like, the old man he had the whole set on VHS.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to check that out.
Yeah. The Winds of War. It's a big one.
Winds of War.
It's a big doorstopper of a novel.
Oh, like The Stand?
Yeah, it's epic. But it's like multiple books, man. It's
kind of like the Wheels of Time. No, what is it?
Yeah, that's Terry Brooks.
No, not that one. It's like 20 books. What's that fucking not Land Before Time. Petrie. No. Robert Jordan.
Yes.
What is that? It's like
that's fantasy. That's.
Well, I was talking about like a big series.
The big giant one. Well, I
think
Robert Jordan did do Wheel of.
Yeah, it's like Wheel of Time, right? Something like that. This girl I dated a long time ago, she was like 10 books in.
I can't do it. I'm just not that big of a nerd.
I mean,
no disrespect to nerds. and
All disrespect to nerds. Fuck you, loser.
I mean,
just kidding.
George R.R. Martin, I enjoy.
Yeah.
I read a book about a
Yeah, but
I read a book about
honestly,
a rock and roll band. I
could've-
devoured it in like a week.
I could have gone without ever seeing him though.
Yeah.
As soon as you
No,
see him, it's like
it's
I really
better-
don't want to read
yeah,
anything that you
no.
wrote
Yeah.
because like I heard about it and I read the book. I read the first one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but because I was on the rig and it just kind of blitzed through it and it's a great story.
Yeah.
But when I saw him, I was like, I really don't want to read anything else.
Oh, he's a super nerd and he's weird.
And it's
He
just
wears a captain's hat and he's never been on a boat.
and he's like
You know?
500 pounds. It's like, come
yeah,
on,
he's,
man.
he's fat and gross.
It's like, dude, like,
And he wears weird stuff to jump in the pool. It's
how
like,
can I
what the fuck,
respect
dude?
somebody who doesn't respect themselves? Like, look at you. You know what you did.
Have you ever heard him laugh? He laughs like you would think a nerd would, like
No.
the world's oldest virgin would laugh.
How does he laugh?
That's right. We're
Oh God.
yeah, there you
Oh,
go. We're
that hurts my soul.
I might exaggerate a little, but I
know
mean
what?
it's it's in that neighborhood.
I'm curious if you can find it. George R.R. shitty laugh.
Okay. You're not gonna be able to hear this in the audio only, but nobody cares.
Yeah, that's fine. No, but that shit right there, like listening to, like watching people that something great comes from, and you look at them and like how they treat themselves and like how they are physically, and you know, it's off-putting. It's like, man, I'm glad that you came up with this cool shit. Can you just stay inside? Like, I don't need to see
Stay
pictures.
inside, work, and finish the book. Finish the series.
How about this? While you're typing,
like
when you're done, why don't you take a break and do some sit-ups?
or just walk?
Yeah,
Just walk around your neighborhood.
pace. Just pace.
Just pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think
Swim
about some.
laps in your pool.
Think about some cool ideas to finish a fucking book, and you can go out there and get a little jog going, a little walk, maybe go fucking be active, something. Stop eating so many fucking Twinkies and pizza rolls.
Put on your VR headset and get moving.
Dude, how about this?
I mean, that will revolutionize.
How about
exercise.
this? Get a Wii.
Yeah.
At the very least, get
Yeah,
a Wii.
just move
Fucking-
your body.
Fucking throw some strikes, man.
Just
Fucking hit
move
some
your-
tennis balls.
Just move your goddamn body.
Yeah. It's like, you fucking lazy shit. It's like, hey, how did you get like that? What did you do? It's like, hey, go find your mom. I'm going to smack the shit
He
out of
sat
her.
on the internet and wrote blogs.
Ugh.
That's how he did it.
Ooh.
You know, he's got the same vulnerabilities as everybody else.
Yeah, I know.
you
I'm vulnerable to nutty bars. That's why I don't eat them.
No, he literally he's avoiding finishing that last book. He says he's written a lot of pages. You know what? Okay, give him the benefit of the doubt. But
Where are those pages at, motherfucker?
it's
Where are they?
He says it's going to be the longest one of all the books. But George R. R. Martin laughing. Here we go.
Yeah, I really hope you find him laughing. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Because if I, come on.
Found it.
All right.
Okay, it's
All right. Go ahead.
Oh
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, just a recap. This nightmare chuckle is gonna fucking haunt me for a few days. Thank you,
Finish the book, fat ass.
dude. Seriously, get your shit together. Fucking. Hey, you know what? If you're gonna
Who
sit on,
we got to pay to blow him to finish the series?
I mean, I'm
We got to
pretty.
pay her a lot of money.
I'm pretty sure there's porn stars that are out there do it for a lot cheaper than you think.
Right.
What, you don't think some of them are fucking fantasy nerds
Well, yeah.
and they just like dick?
Like, take one for the team.
Yeah, I bet she fucking would.
And a couple $100,000.
And I bet she'll fuck. Hey, $10 says she's not gonna be working very long.
Ugh.
I bet that's a pretty short job. I bet it lasts, I don't know, negative 10 seconds.
She's like, ew, I'll give you $10 to not do it.
No, it's just like, you know what? Go ahead. Just like, seriously, all you're going to have to do is properly touch it. And that's all you're going to have to do. And then just like, because one, he doesn't know where it's at. Two, good luck finding it. Like, you might need some gloves. But,
might have to send in a cleaning crew beforehand.
hey, I bet all you got to do is just give it a little blow like that. Not even like put your mouth, just blow it like a candle. And then boom, fucking
Then you hear that laugh.
and then, ha, 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 party's over.
Where's the book?
Yeah. Is he married? No.
No, you see
He's a perpetual fucking bachelor.
Yeah, yeah. You see him. I mean, he might have
Ugh.
been he might have been cool in the '60s. Like I read a book that he wrote. It
That
was,
he was cool.
well, no, it's not a.
I'm gonna write a book. How cool I am.
I read a book that he wrote. It's called The Armageddon Rag. It's about a rock and roll band that are a lot like Led Zeppelin or
Cool.
because they're like in the '60s. The premise of the story, it's like
Let's not get it twisted. Just because you like cool shit doesn't make you a cool person.
yeah, but I could see
People get that very
I-
confused.
You get this perception of him writing himself as he wants to be,
Oh, cool.
and
So-
that's the
well,
impression I
well,
got from the novel.
How does
He
that
wants
work?
to be he wants to be the cool guy that hangs out with all the.
What I'm
musicians.
curious is when he started writing this
and it
book.
was an ode to like his
Who was he?
friends in the '60s. You could tell.
No, I'm curious. When he was writing I wanted to say Lord of the Rings for some stupid reason. Game of Thrones. When he was writing that.
A Song of Ice and Fire.
Well, yeah. I'm saying, but when he was writing, like,
Yeah.
when he was writing the books,
Yeah.
which character did you think that he was? I mean, at the end, you could have a guess, but when he started off, it's like, which one do you think? And he just started killing everybody. It's like, well, I just killed off my own fantasy. So that sucks.
I imagine there's a little bit of him.
What if he's Joffrey?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think there's probably a little bit of him in all of his characters
Nah.
because Joffrey is so evil. Like he relishes in the pain of others.
Yeah.
Like
He likes pain.
and to write that well,
You have to have a little.
you
bit
have
of
to
that.
go there.
Okay,
You got-
really?
You got to go
First
there.
of all, he's probably never cut anything in his
No,
life.
no, go there and go just like in your mind, just go there,
Oh.
just embody it. Like I've read books on writing.
I'm there.
I'm not a storyteller. I'm not a story writer,
Like
but
Stephen King?
I've read
On
that
writing?
book, yes, but
Oh.
I've also read other author takes on writing because I did have a concept for a musical, but since Einstein Kills came out, it's like, well, okay, that idea's done.
Yeah.
Ideas have people.
People have ideas,
No, ideas have people.
and people have ideas. It could two things.
Well,
I understand.
yeah, they just find the right people to get out in the world.
Hey, man, I was just trying to roll with you, buddy.
Yeah, but
It's like Adele.
good try.
It's not water under the bridge, bro. Hey, if you're gonna let me down gently.
Let me down. Anyways,
anyway. No, I'm just curious. Like, if he's like, I see myself, I see the bravery like him. Like, really?
my
You-
point was
You're
is-
brave?
My point was is like all the characters when it comes to and Stephen King has said this too. It's like even if it's not written on the page, you know what your characters are going to do in certain situations because they're a part of you. Like you have to know who they are. You have to flesh them out in your mind before you flesh them out on the page.
Yeah.
Or at least they get formed as you're writing. You know what I mean? So, but there's parts that don't ever hit the page, but the author, creator of that character is, I mean, there's a piece of the author in whatever they create. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And
So it's that would say that those
well, I mean, you think
all those characters
okay, so like the first
have
time
an
somebody
aspect
writes
of
something.
him in them.
Okay, so the first book that most authors write,
Yeah.
is a book on basically about themselves
Yeah.
for the most part.
At least the beginnings of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that I can understand, but then when they start branching out, like okay, so like Stephen King, which I mean, this motherfucker is gonna get brought
But
up
it's-
every time. No, hold on.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is almost every one of all of his like major amazing books, right? There's always some fucked up kid in it, in one way or the other. This kid's got problems. This kid's supernatural. Either way, it's not a normal fucking kid.
Yeah.
So shit just goes wrong. What do you think that's about?
Like the bad kid. Like they're always the bad.
Well, no, I mean like, supernatural kid or fucking like this one has powers. This one can go back in time. This one fucking can see dead people and shit and can talk. It can talk, telekinetically or what is it, telepathically
Telepathically.
talk
Yeah.
to people and shit. And the shine.
Yeah.
I mean like stuff like that. Like so many books that he has, kids are all fucking crazy. But why? It's a question I would love to ask him. It's like, what are you trying to do
He's
here?
either channeling things, or
From his childhood?
or from somewhere else.
From the devil?
Why not?
I don't know.
He's the best author ever,
Yeah.
and he hates. I mean,
Okay.
objectively hates Christians because they're all villains in his novels.
They are. There's a lot of priests in there that are bad people.
They're all like
There's
Sylvia Pittston in the Dark Tower.
Well,
I
hold
mean,
on. Hold
yeah.
on. Wait. There was
Father Callahan, but he's not. It's like
yeah, but he's not
But he
fucking.
ends up-
He's not an Uncle Touchy or any of that
No,
shit. No,
no,
he's just
no.
a good man.
he's a good man, but
So
he turns from the faith.
But he comes back.
He comes back to Gan, the the turtle god.
Yeah.
The pagan god. I mean,
See, that's what I don't understand about
but
paganism.
all the devout Christians.
You could just make shit up
I mean,
as gods.
the most positive thing he's ever written is in regards to like the Our Father, because Roland comments on it. Like Eddie says it, or somebody says it in one of the books.
Yeah.
and-
Hey, let me get the. There is a conversation about religion that I do want to have with you.
Okay.
I didn't think I was gonna, but anyway, go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna grab our mermaids and.
Sure. But no, he comments on Eddie, who somebody in the books. I can't remember which one. It's been over 10 years since I read through them. But no, somebody recites the Our Father or the Lord's Prayer, and Roland says, "What a beautiful prayer." And that's about the only positive thing. And like a little bit of like the beginning of the Gunslinger, where he refers to the man Jesus. I never understood the context of why he said it that way. But either way, I'm not trying to be prejudicial towards Stephen King. It's just, it's like
No, I mean the thing
it's interesting.
Hey, you can like a guy what he does and not like what he believes in. It's like football players, right?
Yeah.
I love them on the field. Could give a fuck about the person.
And he has said himself in his forwards or his afterwards or whatever, his epilogues, that he believes in God.
Yeah.
But it's mankind that kind of scares him. But I don't know. I don't think he has a hardcore theology. I mean, why would he? In that book, what'd you call it? I can't think of it. It's a revival. It's about a preacher that starts getting to messing with electricity and stuff, and he's not necessarily the villain or the bad guy, but he ends up kind of getting into stuff and causing a big mess. It's been a while since I've read it, but
Yeah.
it's about a junkie guitar player. So
Sounds familiar.
I'm not a junkie.
I know. Oh, I thought you said jokey.
Junkie.
Oh, junkie. Oh, no, you're not junkie.
Jokey. I mean, junkie. Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay, so this is what I was having this discussion with people at work. And so when it comes to religion, this is how I see it. Now, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, and I feel like I'm going to ask. I'm just talking about denominations. I'm not talking about theological talks or any of that shit. What I'm saying is,
Fair
okay,
enough.
so you have Christianity. So this is how I see it in my head, and let's see if I'm right. So you have Christianity is up top, right? And then it branches off because they all form the same thing, like Catholicism, Lutheran, Baptist, Presbyterian, Methodist, blah, blah, blah,
At
blah.
one point, there were over 1,000 denominations.
Either way, I'm just saying, but all those fall under the guise of Christianity.
Monotheism is what you're referring to.
Well, yeah, no, I know that what it's called. I was just talking about it's basically like a pyramid. Like you have it right here.
Judeo-Christianity, right?
Yes. And then it all goes to these branches because they all kind of do it. They all worship the same same tenets, but they do it a little differently.
Yeah.
It's not all the same. Like obviously, like in Baptist, you're not up and down like Catholics are. They're not trying to.
Not that much.
And they have
some.
but they don't do it the same
They
way.
stand the same.
Yeah, the hymns are completely different. Stuff like that. Anyway, to an extent. But I mean, okay, how many guitars do you see in a Catholic church?
I've seen a few.
Really?
They're just acoustics, but
Yeah.
it's usually a nun. And in my time at Loyola College Prep, it was mass every Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was always a nun playing the.
Okay. How many electric guitars do you see in there?
Zero.
That's what I'm
The
getting.
modern evangelical church, that is a tenet of it. It's almost a rock concert.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
honestly,
gotten pretty good.
it's fine.
I'll be honest.
I kind of don't like it. I really don't.
Well,
I mean, it's not has nothing to do with that. It's just, you know, I like it my way. Like the way that I was brought up. That's the way I like it.
I don't know, I like.
I've seen it all
I
differently.
actually got to where whenever I was.
I've seen apostolic churches.
Whenever I was.
That's just wild.
Never been to one of those.
They're very big
I was
on speaking in tongues.
I was listening.
Yeah,
Apostolic.
apostolic. Yes,
Apostolic. What is
Mhm.
that?
it's kind of like
Is it charismatic or? I mean, because I've been in Pentecostal churches where they.
it's kind of a Pentecostal church.
But where does it come from? What is it?
Don't ask
You
me.
don't know.
I thought it was from apples, but I mean it's not. I found that out. Don't ask the preacher.
That apostolic.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, don't ask it.
Smacked.
Don't ask the preacher that like when you're in 7th grade. You will get dirty ass looks. I was like, I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know this form of religion came from fruit. That's cool. Apparently not.
That movie caught my attention.
The sadness. Oh, cool.
The most violent. And
Keep
depraved
listening to
zombie
us talking
movie
about
ever
children. Like that's what we're
the
going.
most violent, and depraved zombie movie ever made.
Okay.
I'm intrigued, but sorry.
Khmer Rouge.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, it's a bold statement. No, okay, so that's how I see that, right? And then another thing is like Judaism, right? It's different.
Yeah,
Yes, they both believe in God.
but there was a schism within Judaism as well. There's your Orthodox Jews, and then you're not so Orthodox Jews.
What's the other one? Orthodox and the other one. What's the other one?
It's
I used to know it like pretty quickly, but
I forgot.
I used to be able to.
I mean, it's
The ones with
it's more of a ethnic identity.
Yeah,
You know,
but what do they call that? The ones with the like the curls and
that's Orthodox.
that's Orthodox.
Yeah.
And the other one.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
Non-Orthodox. I think it's Orthodox and non-Orthodox.
No, there's a specific kind of Jew.
Well,
It's,
the Orthodox. They wear the
The hat and the
hat and the black.
Yeah.
and yeah.
and they have like the sash or whatever they're wearing, like whatever that is.
The prayer sash.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, it was right. Oh shit, I didn't know it was the
That's
sash. I just
actually-
called it like yeah.
That's actually derived from the books of Moses.
It's like that's fucking sash.
It's knit the way it's written in the scripture.
God, that's gonna drive me fucking crazy. It's something Jew. It's like Orthodox. I know that one, but it's not unorthodox. It's something else. It's
I know.
Let's see. Jews. That's a weird Google. Yeah,
Jews in space, which became Spaceballs.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Mel
but
Brooks.
the trailer for is at the end of the History of the World Part 1. What are you looking for? Pack of Trojans.
This is a
Pack
fun.
of Trojans. I
Hey.
just run out.
Here's a fun Google search. What kinds of Jews are there? Oh, 5 branches of Jews. That's weird. Oh, 4 branches of Judah. Okay. Apparently, there's, according to the Googles, and from 1999, Orthodox, Conservative, Reform, and Reconstructionist Jews.
Interesting.
But that's not what I was looking at. 2 branches of Jews. Sephardic. That's not the one I'm thinking of. If there's another name.
Messianic.
No.
Well, Messianic Jews believe in Jesus, so
Yeah, so wouldn't they be Christians?
yes, but they're referred to as Messianic Jews.
Do they call them Jews for Christ?
Jews for Jesus.
That's what it is. Jews for Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
That was close. Dude, this sucks. This really pisses me off because there's a name for them. There's a name for a specific look and thing that they do, but I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Oh, it pisses me off.
Rabbinic.
No, that's not it. I would know it if I heard it. But the problem is that
Hasidic.
Hasidic Jews. That's what I'm thinking of. Hasidic Jews.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
which ironically Parkinson's runs in that bloodline. So my
Really?
sister has speculated that
That she's Hasidic Jew.
because she has the genes for the early onset, which runs through the Hasidic Jews.
Yeah, that's why I buy mine for Walmart. I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, my jeans.
You
My
my brain just went. I don't know.
My
My what?
my
What?
Levi Abrahams. Those are my pretty sweet.
Abrahamic Levi.
Abrahamic Strauss jeans. They're for comfort and for kneeling. It's great.
Levi was a tribe of.
Yes.
Was the tribe of.
I got
Well,
some Levi's
12
right now.
was the tribe of Levi actually overlooked the tabernacle in Exodus and Numbers. They were
Oh, the
weren't the priests, but
the book in the Bible, Numbers. Okay, I was like, what numbers?
Exodus and Leviticus.
What?
They were the ones. Yeah, yeah.
Why don't we have cool names like that anymore? That's like not ironic. I don't know.
Language didn't get more sophisticated.
Oh, anyway, completely going away from. Anyway, so there's that Christianity thing, and then you have Judaism, right? Who believes, kind of they believe in God, but like Christians are like, not so much.
Torah.
Yeah.
Pentateuch.
Torah, yeah, and then you have like, the Quran and like Islam and all them, right?
Yeah.
And they
Separate faith.
Yeah, but again, another branch over here, but it's not under that form. And then what did the samurais? Were they Shinto?
I don't know. I think they were. Yeah.
I think
I would. You would know better than I. Apparently, I've never looked into their. I don't know what you call that. Their theology or.
Apparently it's Buddhism. That was more of a samurai principle.
Yeah.
But I thought Shintoism was too, because I know it's Japanese. But and then
there's Taoism.
Taoism, but that's Chinese.
Yeah. I don't know. Not too big on the Eastern religions. Don't have too much of a foundation there. Western white boy.
Yeah, it's Chinese province of Henan in the 6th century. Hey, just not just a pretty face, man.
Hey, good job. Hey.
Well, yeah, and I was trying to think about it, like,
welcome to the Thunderdome.
Fuck yeah, bro.
The ideological Thunderdome.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so we had all this, and I was having a conversation with someone, and I don't want to throw them under the bus completely.
Oh.
But like, so Judaism and like Christians, they're the same, right? Well, no.
Well, I mean,
I was like, well, they're people.
Started out that way.
I was like, well, they're both people, so yes. But it's like, no, they both believe the same thing, so it technically falls under
Well,
Christianity.
they believe in the same.
It's like
same God.
they believe in the same dad. That's about it. That's about as far as they go. But
yeah. You see a divergence.
and I was like, well, hear me out.
Mid-first century.
So like, wouldn't and this is where this person threw this in. Well, wouldn't Buddhism also fall into Christianity because they believe in God? I'm like, no.
It's a little late.
And they got mad because I started laughing in their face.
Wow.
I was like, you don't know anything, do you? They're gonna get so pissed when they listen to this.
Somebody just slept through high school.
Yeah, I was like, no, not even. I was like, okay, you're right.
He wasn't in the oil field, was he?
I don't want to say because they will completely give it away. And,
Okay.
and they listen, so they're gonna hear this and they're gonna get mad.
Oh, but it's like, wait, you gotta have a college degree to be. You could have at least a working knowledge of some history.
All I'm saying is like sometimes hey, sometimes people just kind of gloss over subjects.
I got a book he can borrow.
It's like, well, those are the main ones, right? And I was like, no, not really. It just there's other branches of other things. It's like I was like, technically, you're correct in one aspect. What they call God, whatever it is, monotheism. That's what they believe. Buddhists, they're monotheistic.
But they don't really have a God. They have a
more of a core tenet.
It's more of a goal to attain.
Okay, but I mean, but who do they look to? They look to one man
as a model of it. Yeah.
Yes, and same as God. People are striving to be God-like. You
I
never
know
will
a little
be.
bit about the Buddha.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but okay, you have that, and then
I know a little bit about
most monotheistic cultures. They all look to one.
And ironically, in my studies, in my endeavors, I've picked up on like some basic stuff regarding to Hinduism and yogi stuff.
But see, but Hinduism isn't monotheistic because
God,
you have
Gita.
exactly you got Shiv and Ganesh.
Yes,
What is it?
Shiva and Ganesha.
Yeah, but what is it? It's like the mover of objects and destroyer of all things.
That's Shiva.
Yeah. So, but those are the two different ones: mover of all things, and then like the mover of objects, and then destroyer of all things. I think.
Shiva is the destroyer.
Yeah. So I guess Ganesh is the mover.
Yeah.
He's a moving company.
Using a process.
He's
of
two
elimination.
He's two guys in a truck.
One's a muscle, one's a driver.
Yeah.
Man, we're already canceled. We're just going.
Hey, we're just bringing other cultures into life.
That's what a fun show's all about.
We're a multicultural.
If you're not running people off, you're not doing anything right.
Yeah. Hey, man. You just can't talk about shit. Okay. Basically, this is what I was getting into. So one, paganism makes no sense to me because you can just make up gods of anything. The god of sandwiches. The holy lord of. I pray to the god of rain, the god of bicycles, the god of roads.
There was a lot of paganism, and ironically, a lot of
the god of cookies.
There was a lot
Holy
of paganism.
Nestle, rain down upon me with your chocolate chips.
And that's what I've picked up into this my current excursion into reading the Bible. The goal is to finish the Bible by the end of the year.
Yeah. How far are you in?
I'm in Deuteronomy right now.
Not very far. Okay.
Well, taking time.
I mean, you're trying to. Yeah.
I've read slowly, and then I go through you can get through a whole book in a day, but your brain gets fatigued.
True. And the thing is, if you're actually trying to retain it and understand it,
there's a whole bunch of theology written underneath the text that I'm reading. So it's like,
okay.
It's like
so there's like cliff notes in there.
Yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
See, you say that I don't read shit. You could say, "Oh, I'm in
a pinch."
It's like I'm in Leviticus.
Cliff notes had a purpose.
No, I'm just saying it's like you can't sit there and talk shit to me because I know exactly where you're at in the Bible. So don't mess with me.
But I've also I started on the reading plan that was in the back of the book, which put me to 4 places.
Yeah,
4 places in the book, and church covers most of the New Testament epistles right now.
Yeah,
I've gone to church a lot compared to the past several years of my life.
Well, yeah,
and that's covering a lot of the New Testament for me. So I'm kind of just working my way through the Old Testament to get a solid grasp.
You want to talk about some wild shit? Old Testament's got some crazy ass stories.
Well, there's a lot of paganism in it.
I know.
That was my point.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to get with. Okay, how many gods? Is there an actual quantitative number that paganists had? Was there a limit? Because it didn't seem like there was. Because there was a
the
Bible.
The Bible refers to God being pretty mad about them worshiping the Baals. The Baals.
Yes.
Baal is a god that reoccurs. Baal and Moloch.
I do know
and
about
Mammon.
Moloch. I don't know about Baal. I know Christian Baal.
Baal is essentially
hell of a Batman.
Baal is
and he's going to be in Thor. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's going to be a bad guy in Love and Thunder.
This is getting silly.
No, dude.
Who? Wait.
Christian.
Did you say Batman?
Batman.
As in Christian Bale Batman?
Christian Bale. And he's not. No, Batman is not going to be it. Christian Bale is going to be it. He is going to be a bad guy.
Bale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I said the only Bale that I know about is Christian Bale, the Batman. But I'm saying he is going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder, and he looks like his character looks awesome.
Right on. Oh, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's great. Have you seen The Machinist? Holy shit. The guy's good at everything.
I didn't ever finish that movie. It was just too.
It's too dark.
It's too dark.
Yeah,
it was too dark for me to.
I got about halfway through.
I was going through a dark time.
I rage quit that movie. It's like I can't.
I was going through a dark time. I think I know the ending. It's like
you already know what's about.
You wake up and the ending was going, and I was like, oh my god! It's kind of like the first time I finished Hereditary. Me and my cat had fallen asleep watching it, and we were both making noises when we got up. And it was just not
Dude,
good...
fuck that movie. No, no. How dare you even bring that shit up? All right, that shit gave me nightmares for fucking weeks.
Okay.
I never had dreams for a longest time. I watched that movie. I had nightmares for like 2 weeks straight. That shit sucked. Fuck that movie. Fuck this piece of shit. I quit all of it.
But anyways, okay, back to... Okay, Baal is essentially... It's where we get the term Beelzebub.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bales of hay. It's like
No, but
I didn't know
Baal,
they were evil. They just keep
Baal
horses.
became like it's the horned god. It's always represented by like goat horns and stuff. It's like a lot of in certain theologies, like that is they tie that into the. Uh, I've had too much to drink, but
What? I just want to hear. I want to hear about Baal.
well, Baal became like the chief pagan god
Ah.
in ancient Babylon.
But he was a baddie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sacrifice, ritual sacrifice, and then
I think anything that you have to sacrifice shit to, I think it's bad.
and the
But-
Israelites were ordered to go in and kill all the Canaanites and take the land
Yeah.
because it was the land that they were inheriting at the same time, but they were also sacrificing children to Moloch.
Yeah, because that's cool.
Yeah, and do you know much about that story? And
Mm-mm.
well, it's a big old gold statue. You put coals in the back.
No, I do. I do know about it.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah. So
Fuck
yeah.
that. No, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm
Okay,
done with this
okay.
whole conversation. I
Okay,
think I'm
fair
all
enough.
set. I'm
we'll,
all set.
We'll wrap it up on that. Not the show, but
No, fuck that. Yeah, I'm done with that. Anyway, going back to the religion. The reason I brought this up because one, I want to talk about paganism. Just because I don't need to know any more about that. I was just curious about how many gods they actually had because it seems like it's fucking endless because they just start making up shit left and right.
they would just have a god for everything.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
just
I'm
like
gonna.
the Romans, you know.
Well,
I mean,
that's
the
what I'm saying.
pantheon of gods.
Yeah,
they
it's like
had-
I
had a
just
god
want to
to
lay this
represent,
down
like-
to the gods of electrical cords. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. The holy
God of
extension
electric-
cord.
Well, god of thunder would be Thor.
Yes.
Electricity.
Oh, okay. So, hail to Thor. Thank you for the bountiful AC that I have that you've provided me.
Thanks for the juice,
With the
bro.
with the refrigerant and the juice, and
god of water.
God of
Poseidon.
Poseidon. Yeah. Well, I thought he was. I didn't think he was God of water. I thought he was just Lord, like God of the sea. It's water, but I mean, like, I can't
God
pick
of
up
the
a
sea.
bottle of water. Hey, thanks, Poseidon. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Popo.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
That's good. No, but okay, so there's that, and then I started thinking about, okay, well, what about Indians? You know, the feathers, not the dots. So what about them, or Native Americans, I guess?
Somewhat they had,
But I mean, like,
Mother Earth spirit though.
but that's the thing. It's like, what was theirs? Because they were spiritual people, but did they have a name for it?
different. I mean, you had a bunch of different tribes.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm like,
it's different,
What is?
different native tribes. Like the Hopis had like Mother Earth spirit, and then
Mhm.
Father. Like
okay, well, what about the Incas and the Mayans?
they all
Those
ended
Aztecs.
up practicing ritual sacrifice.
True. True. That's how we got basketball. They
I
used to
will not deny that, but
No, I'm just kidding. That's not how we got it.
Wow. Oh yeah.
No, Professor Naismith. That's how we got basketball. But they used to throw little balls in a little hole. You go to one of the
little rings or whatever.
yeah, the little rings that are attached to a side of like an edifice or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know big words too, bitch. And like they would practice
Surprised
tossing
every
it through, and the hole was barely the size of that ball. It's not like a big fucking like basketball hoop.
Yep.
You know, it's barely the size. So you got to be fucking Steph Curry. You better be nailing them.
Swishing.
Yeah, swishing like crazy because that's all you're getting. And yeah, and then and then I was starting to think, you know, what religions did they have? Because they're very spiritual people and they're always praying, but like to who? To the mother
Dancing.
Mother Wind. Yeah, but that's bullshit.
Was it elements? I think
Let's
it
do a
was,
rain
I
dance.
think
I'm gonna dance for
I
8
think they
days
had-
until it rains. It's
I-
like that's
I
bullshit.
think
You're just waiting on a new
indigenous
weather
people
pattern.
had like gods that corresponded to the natural elements, like water, wind, fire, and earth. You know, I think that.
So hold on, we're
I'm just
praying to the god of
speculating.
Power Rangers.
No.
No. I'm
the
sorry. I'm
elements-
sorry.
The elements.
Not Power Rangers. What are those fuckers? Captain Planet. We're praying to Captain Planet. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Okay, Earth, Wind, Water, Fire, Heart.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Yeah,
They just
I'm just saying.
why
Like,
5? Like
I don't know. Hold on. So what,
it's probably because you're
Earth,
trying to form a
wind,
pentagram.
water, fire.
They needed the 5 points.
I mean, there you go.
They needed the pentagram. So, you know,
Oh, fuck off.
we were introduced into
I mean,
paganism
get
from
the
early
fuck-
childhood, you
come
know.
on. How are you gonna fucking?
MK Ultra, bro. MK Ultra.
I mean, that's where Captain Planet came from. Was MK Ultra? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I'm telling
Fucking
you, bro. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Midnight.
I'm sure.
Operation Midnight Climax came from Captain Planet. That's how that came.
Hey, man.
That's how that was born.
I mean, how many kids?
Dosing John.
How many kids watch Captain Planet and then they end up taking psychedelics when they get older?
All of them.
There you go.
I mean, I didn't take any, but
Yeah, and then
I loved Captain Planet.
and then they, they get into paganism, bro. They get all new agey and
Oh
shit.
fuck! Why you gotta? God damn it! Why you gotta ruin everything?
I'm having fun. You babble. I gotta pee.
I'm just saying.
Or go into another soliloquy.
No, I mean, like, first of all, I swear, if they, you know what they need to bring back for real? Like, all bullshit aside, they need to bring back legitimate fucking Saturday morning cartoons starting at 7 a.m. You wake up, you eat your bowl of cereal because your parents are still fucking passed out because they're exhausted from the fucking week before, and you hang out and you watch like Sonic, you watch Captain Planet, you're watching Ninja Turtles, you're watching Mario Brothers, you're watching, I don't remember all the cartoons, Power Rangers, fuck it, like, you know, that's not a cartoon, but, you know, shit like that. What happened to those? Can we bring those back, please? You're talking about some of the best memories is like waking up super early on a Saturday morning and not pissing off my mom just to go wake her up for no fucking reason. Like, I want cereal. I can make my own fucking cereal. I'm going to go get my cereal, go put my Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a bowl, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch Garfield or Looney Tunes or any of that cool shit. I'm going to hang out, watch some cartoons, let them get up, and then go enjoy the day. Go outside, play basketball, play, I don't know, fucking something. Go outside, go do some shit. But yeah, that was the best part of Saturday mornings. It's like, oh shit, Saturday morning cartoons. You know what else? You know what else I miss? Sunday morning, donut day, going to get donuts with my dad. And while we're eating donuts and we're all talking shit, you know what I was reading? I was reading the paper, checking out the funnies. I missed that. That was some of the best times ever. Bring that shit back. I bet children would be a hell of a lot better people if they brought back fucking Sunday paper, the big fat thick paper with the funnies in them. I miss those. So that's two things that we need. Porter, yes. That's what we need. We need to bring back two things in this world. Saturday morning cartoons and the funnies.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, that's why I was just saying, like, those were like two of my favorite memories is waking up super early, not pissing off my mom, to be like, I want to post
That's
it.
what makes our generation
cool.
Appreciate things. Yeah, cool. And appreciate things.
Yeah. We remember watching
the video store, for crying out loud.
Dude, the video store is the shit.
I mean, it was like, there was a reason why it became my favorite spot when I was still living in Austin. Like when you didn't have a lot of money or you didn't have a lot of time, you could just go to the video store and just, feel like the old days for a little bit. But no, that was a special thing for that time.
Dude,
and
I miss it. I miss it so fucking much.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I was telling, like, Sundays with my dad were donut days. Whenever I got to see him.
Things weren't so, like, long-lasting. Like, stuff degraded.
Yeah.
Like
here's, like,
videotapes.
Sunday, this is what happens. Sundays, I would wake up. My dad would go wake me up, and he would pretend to spit in my face. This is what he would do. Oh, hear me out. So what he would do is he would wake me up by scaring the shit out of me, and then he would get a loogie, and he was one of those people that could, like, let it come all the way down where it get close to your face and suck it back up. It's fucking freaked me out every time. I don't know how he could
Big Brother do. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's my dad. And he would do this, like, he would put his fingers like a piano, like he would hold them out like this, and he'd do this on my chest. He'd go da 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 da, like, and that's how he would wake me up sometimes. And he would do that in the middle of the chest and, like, do it harder. I'm like, holy shit. It scared the fuck out of me.
My dad would go bang on the door, bang bang, reveille, reveille, reveille.
Oh, reveille, hell yeah. No, but he would do that shit, and then we'd go and get donuts, and then he'd get the big ass paper, and we'd come home and we'd hang out, talk shit, talk about whatever, talk about what we're gonna do with the day, whatever. And I'm reading the funnies. That's like the best time. That was my favorite thing. And you know what? And I still do that. Every Sunday I have my daughter. We do donut day, and we hang out and we'll watch cartoons together.
Nice. That's cool.
And I want to keep. I'm bringing back a winning tradition.
Revive the traditions and keep them. Yeah,
that's what I'm doing, man. I'm doing it. dude, like it's so much fun whenever you can do some fucking crazy shit.
Well, it's like when you dissolve or lose traditions. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that is directly correlated to the social trouble that we're having right now. The world's falling apart because there's no hardcore traditions for anyone to gravitate around. And it's literally like if you do away with traditions and you literally remove the idea of objective truth and you find yourself in this formless state of subjective truth, like whatever you think is the truth is your truth. Blah
That's
blah blah.
bullshit.
It's
Fuck
like
you.
You have
There is objective truth.
You end up being not moored to anything, and that is
You know what you are? You're a fucking loser.
You're a ship. You're a ship without a fucking. You're a ship without a rudder.
Yeah, you're a shit without an ass.
You're a turd without a toilet. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, you
No,
got nowhere to go, bro.
yeah, you have nothing.
Goddamn.
You have. Well, I mean, basically, what I'm trying to say is you have nothing to orient yourself.
Yeah, you have no true north.
Yeah, you have no direction to go.
That's why they have north
And
they have true north.
and that's what.
And the true north is the objective. This is north,
Yes.
and there is no deviating from it.
And
this is
everything you define everything else in relation to that.
Yeah, this is the black and white. You can't there is nothing. There's no gray. This is what it is.
Yeah.
There's no Mexicans. There's only blacks and whites. That's it. No Mexicans. There's no Indians. There's none of them.
There's no races.
There's no other races. Just black and white people. That's it. That's
all
true
it
north.
is.
It's true north.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Fuck this color spectrum bullshit. Black and white. That's it. There's nothing else.
We're all monochromatic.
Yes.
But it's true. But
It's either all the colors or none of them.
it's,
Black and white.
you got two things. Pick one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I was telling my kid, I was like, this is the absence of all colors, so technically it's not a color. She's like, she looks at me and is like, whatever, I like this color. It's like, shut up, Dad. Fucking idiot. It's like, I'm just saying. She's like, well, I want to draw with it, so why don't you
Give me my white crayon, Daddy.
Yeah. It was like, and the black is all the colors. Did you know that? If you put all the colors
White
together.
is all the colors.
I know. I was just fucking with her, but yeah.
Messing that kid's head, man.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's
how.
cool. If
that's
there's
how you
any
get a
kid that
thinker.
messes-
Because you just start saying crazy shit. They're just like, wait, hold on, what? Because if you start saying stuff rationally and it's completely wrong, they're gonna believe it. But if you just start saying all kinds of wild shit, they'd be like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Hey, what would you prefer? If you were born without hands or feet?
Well, living my life as I have, I would probably go with no feet. Because my feet do cause me a lot of trouble. So if I had to choose, I get rid of them. I get a use out of my hands.
Yeah, me too. Because
you can do stuff with your hands.
well, the thing is like, they got
you
wheelchair.
get wheels.
They got wheelchair basketball.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I love playing basketball.
Or maybe you can get robot feet at some point.
Honestly, if we would have done this earlier, I would have said we go play basketball after this. But yeah, it's already getting dark. But yeah, I love running. I do. But I love basketball and I love sports. Like
back where
you can have a catch without feet.
Well, it's like when Peterson was on the Rogan podcast and he's like, "Let's do the infinite game." What's the infinite game? Okay, yeah, it's a game with no. Oh, it wasn't the infinite game. It was a game without rules. It's like, okay, you move first.
Yeah, that one threw me through a fucking loop.
You need parameters.
Yeah,
you need parameters to orient yourself within.
Yeah, but when he said that, he's like, let's play an infinite game with like all that, and he's like, you move first. Like, hold on, but how can you move first? That means there's a rule.
What do you mean? It's like, yeah, what do you mean?
It's like,
yeah,
what?
It's like, well, it's like,
you know how long I hit pause on that, and I'm just like,
you thought about it.
What
for a
the
bit.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah.
He's like, nobody likes you. But honestly, no. But the thing is, I would never have a problem with that because I'm all about the fundamentals of games.
Technically, we're already operating within. Hell, I'm more monotheistic, but like technically, we are in an infinite game structure.
We are.
I mean, it's just like, and the object of the infinite game is to perpetuate the game.
True.
You know, and you need conflicting forces. You need you need stuff to work against.
You need players, and you need opponents, and you need
challenges.
Exactly. You need that's what I'm saying. You need challenges and resistance,
and you need parameters to operate within.
Because then you're cheating.
Yeah, or there is no such thing as
We don't
cheating.
like fucking
if you have no parameters, you have no cheating. You have no order.
That's anarchy.
Right.
You can't have that in games.
You can't. It's not a functional game.
One thing that I love is that my daughter is super competitive. Very, very, very.
Yeah, but she operates within the framework of.
She does, and she knows exactly what cheating is because that little fucker used to cheat all the time.
She's your daughter.
Yeah, of course.
You ever played Monopoly with this asshole?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The objective is to cheat. All right.
No, it's not.
Okay, you don't play right.
The objective.
The cheat as long and as hard as you can. And see how much you get away. It's capitalism.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's not capitalism.
How many of those capitalists cheat?
That's not capitalism.
Once how many?
Cheating is involved, it's not capitalism anymore. Because in a true capitalistic structure,
cheating's involved.
Crooks and cheaters get exposed and their businesses fail.
But do they?
Not in this system.
No, they
You know
don't.
why? Because it's not capitalism.
Because capitalism works.
It's not capitalism.
Monopoly.
It's not capitalism.
I win.
Your version of Monopoly is not capitalism.
Yes,
the rules of Monopoly are.
No. I staunchly
definitively, objectively.
I objectively disagree.
Yeah, but you cheat.
Yeah, of course. Hey,
I even made an ethical agreement last time I played your ass, and you still won because you cheated.
I cheated my ass off.
You cheated your ass, but you didn't even you didn't land on the spaces that were defined on the die.
No,
it's like no. That's
why you pay attention, so I can't cheat.
I'm supposed to count the die and count how many spaces. My brain doesn't work that fast.
It should.
It doesn't.
Well, then you're always going to lose.
But that's why I'm not playing your ass in Monopoly.
That's the okay. Coming from an apostolic preacher's wife, one of the most devout Christians that I've ever met, her exact words, verbatim. When I got pissed off because my friend was cheating, and I got pissed, and I was like, and I told him, and she was walking by, he's cheating. This is exactly. She looked me dead in the eye, and she's like, "If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying." And walked off. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ruined.
I was 12.
You'll know a tree by its fruit.
I was 12, and I'm like, you ruined my whole life.
Yeah.
This is why I haven't had a substantial
Could have served a higher good, man.
It's like, see, you're the reason why I can't have a successful relationship because of that.
I'll bet you know what? Yeah, I bet you that's where the poison at the root began.
It's like you just okay. You know those images that they show when they show like the fruit and then it withers over time, but they like speed it up so like they have the camera on there for however long and it just withers. Mine did that in like an instant. You just see my heart just go. Yeah, my soul was instantly crushed. Like, oh, there is no Santa Claus. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, but one thing I do want to start doing.
I could go over my version of that, but it's a story for another day. And it's
that is a story for another day.
It's
but you know what I do want to do?
What's that?
I want to chug these damn beers in our hands and let's go play some ping pong.
That's what life's all about.
Shamalama ping pong.
That's what this life's all about, anyways.
Hey, here's one message.
Making things better for everybody.
Trying to. Here's a message I have. First off, think about shit. All right.
I always think about.
Well, not you. This is for everyone else.
That's why I get in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, closing thoughts.
Yes, closing thoughts. First of all, don't believe everything you hear. Yeah. Fucking find out shit for your. Think for yourself. That's the main thing. Think for yourself, and then when you're done fucking racking your brain, go have some fun. Whatever your version of fun is, because our version of fun is getting drunk and going to play some ping pong and doing some stupid shit and talking shit all night. That's fun for us. Him playing guitar, doing karaoke.
But just don't do it every day.
No,
I find that I actually function better if I.
What's that expression?
As I'm older, I'm kind of confining my drinking to maybe 1 or 2 days a week.
That's all I do.
Yeah, it's just,
and that's every other week for me.
Well,
yeah, because I don't drink around my kid.
Yeah, you don't. That's
the only time that I'll drink around her at all would be this summer when I'm in Maine because I'm gonna have a beer in the pool.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
You're in the pool. It's summertime.
Yeah, but that's like I'll have 1, maybe 2. And if she wasn't there, it'd be 10.
Right. Yeah. Aside from thinking for yourself, the best way to do that, or maybe reset your brain, is put your stupid phone down, turn off the news. I mean, unless I use it for this show and try to keep perspective. But for most people, it helps.
Yeah, but you're using it as a tool, not a crutch.
Right.
It's different.
And I'm not on Facebook. I'm not like. I posted today and I just saw clips. It's like, man, everybody's just rolling with the narrative. It's just like, oh my God, like and it was funny because I don't know if it was specifically this one person, but somebody else several years ago said the same thing she was posting about. It took me this much to get this kind of license for this. We should have that for firearms. That's not verbatim, but and I was just like, wow. I mean, just recognize. I guess what I'm trying to say is recognize how vulnerable you can be and how susceptible that people, even though you think you may not be, just entertain the idea that you might be more susceptible to groupthink and propaganda than you might think. Because I think that's where we're at. We're in a place where everybody's so damn sure that they're not subject to propaganda, but
and not only that, they're so sure they're right.
Right, and that might be the one thing. That might be the reason why you succumb to the propaganda, because you've been fed it from a certain narrative. We just got pliable brains, so put the social media away for a week.
Yeah,
at least,
and see how you feel. Hey,
see how you feel. See if you're not at least a little more optimistic than you were.
Okay, how about this? Here's a good test. I want you to look at your phone for like an hour. Hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. Look at your phone for just an hour. You're playing your thing. You're looking at Facebook. You're doing that for a solid hour. Set a timer.
Yeah.
Do it for a solid hour. Then put it down. Walk outside. Go walk around for an hour. See how much better you feel.
I would say.
I'm just saying, like,
I would say to keep yourself off of the conditioning to where because
no.
people's thumbs automatically go to it.
I'm talking about an experiment. It's like, I'm just saying, when you walk outside and you're outside for an hour, see how much better you feel that you're not fucking anywhere near that goddamn thing. Yeah. And that should give you some perspective of like, maybe I should leave this fucking thing alone. Maybe I should stop messing with it. When it goes off, look at it. If it's not going off, leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah, but every ding notification.
Okay, you know what? Have less friends.
Well, every ding from a notification from.
How about this?
From a social media.
Delete
thing.
Facebook.
Yeah,
fuck Facebook.
That's what I did. That's what I did. The only time I see it is when I'm posting this shit.
Yeah, and I saw your thing, and I'll get a notification. And I was like, it's got nothing to do with me. Wait, nope, not me. Notification. Now I'm not looking at it. I just like scroll it down and it says, hey, you have memory. I don't care. I was there. I don't need to see it again. Right. Oh, it's somebody's birthday. It's like, I don't even talk to you, so I don't care. Oh, hey, it's this. Hey. Oh, Sweet Lies podcast. Oh, well, I'm going to share this. Beep-a-doop, boop-a-doop, and put it back down. Oh, hey, you have a memory with this person. Hey, I appreciate.
I had 60 notifications that I didn't touch.
No, this thing said.
It's like I posted it, and it's like 60 plus.
No, this thing said, hey, you have memories with this person. I was like, hey, I appreciate that, Facebook. I'm going to call them. Fuck the phone.
It's designed to pull in your attention.
No. I don't even look at that shit. I just said, oh, fuck that. I just swipe off the message because I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to open up the app, and I'll call my friend and just like, hey, man, what are you doing?
Yeah. You direct connected to me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's like, okay, fuck you for this. Yeah. And like, I'm not going to get sucked into your bullshit, but hey, appreciate you reminding me. Maybe I should call my friend. Yeah. And I'm going to, and we're going to have a conversation. You know what? We sure as fuck did. We had a long conversation.
Yeah, we did.
It was great.
Yeah. I've gotten pretty good at that.
I like phones. I like talking. That's what I like about phones. I like talking to my friends because I can't be next to you. I want to talk to you.
I like working on my people skills.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You know
what I'm bringing back? Hard lines. I'm bringing that shit back. Hey, call me on my phone. If I miss the call, fuck it. Leave me a message.
Might be the only way out in the future.
Hey, flip phones and fucking hard lines. It's coming back. I'm gonna bring it back.
Retro, baby.
All right, guys. We got shit to do.
Okay. Yeah. Here, let me play the theme song out. Thanks for staying tuned this on this lovely Friday.
And nobody can hear you because you're talking away from the mic. And
like, share, and subscribe on Sweet Lies Network at YouTube. Find us on Buzzsprout. The link is in the YouTube description.
We also have our Gmail.
Gmail, yeah, Sweet Lies Network. sweetlies@gmail.com.
Sweetliespodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
And then maybe one of these days you'll find us on Twitter.
You will find us on Twitter. I'm going to get to it, I promise you. It's been a week.